What's up, y'all? I'm back at it again with another untraditional living video. So, I've been going and telling y'all that what my decision was. I made my decision to start living out of a car. But I never really told y'all how I made that decision or when did I start that decision. So, like I said, it was for multiple reasons. But around that time, I was just like, okay, I'm struggling with my bills. And I was like, I know it got to be another way that you could do it. So, I started thinking, and I had just broke up with my girlfriend that I was with at the time. So I'm like, okay, I got options here. I can actually look into what I'm doing. I don't got nobody else to worry about but myself. Even then, I know that might sound kind of selfish, but at some point you got to start thinking about yourself and how you're going to, take yourself to another level, even in order to help other people out. But anyway, I started thinking, started looking into some stuff. Like I said, I was doing it for selfish reasons and for, the homeless people. So I was like, okay, I see we've been doing projects with the homeless people for some time. Like even in December, November, we walked the park, fed them, gave them blankets and stuff. And I started, looking into it because that's what I started doing, like a little community service, giving back or whatever you want to call it. So started looking into that and was just seeing a whole bunch of homeless people, especially around the time the boys was born. So my boys was born, of course, by Grady. It's like a whole bunch of homeless peoples over there. So, and they about to be 2. So they was born in 2016. That's when I kind of started seeing a lot of it and really like thinking about it. And I just think about myself, as you get older, some people more earlier than other people or more later than other people start thinking about like what kind of person they want to be. So I started thinking about that, looking into it, started doing some community service work and doing that. I fell off, so I need to start back going on to it, but I've been working 2 jobs. So when I'm going to start freeing up my time a little bit more like the weekend and stuff to start back and doing that. But start doing that, then myself personally start looking into stuff like, okay, I'm getting rid of my apartment, my mom's not staying with me no more, or things like that. And I was like, okay, so I got 2 options. I can go and struggle some more still and get an apartment and still struggle to pay all the bills like I was doing. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, what's my next option? Should I just do like truck driving, anything? So I was like, okay, it's just me. I'm by myself now. I can really just choose to do that. I'm fed up with people in your life, whether it's friends or family, and you really just want to try something new. You want to start over. You want to, like, I just felt like I wanted to do something for me and not have to worry about nobody else. So what better way than to do that than to, go on a journey of your own or just try to do something that you'll be able to find yourself with. So I was like, okay, I could do that, live out my car. Maybe I even looked up the hotel stuff, but they just as high as apartments, if not even higher. So I know niggas that can't get apartments because they don't have 3 times the rent or got criminal records. It's a lot of reasons why you don't get approved. They put so many reasons why you don't get approved. So I know a lot of people that's living out of even hotels and they paying more than apartments. So I definitely was like, no, I'm not about to do that. And I'm about to do nothing with no apartment. So then I was like, I mean, you can either live out your car or you can find a traveling job like truck driving. I've been said I wanted to do truck driving. So I was like, you could do truck driving. But I was like, okay, I'm going to look into it. But I got 2 tickets. So I got to wait till that die before I even think about truck driving because, them kind of jobs, they don't want nothing on your record. So after my tickets fall off in like another year, probably at the end of this year, I could look into it. But I had 2 tickets, so I couldn't do truck driving. So I was like, what's my next option? And I'm like, okay, I want to do something since I stopped, volunteering with the homeless people and everything and helping out at the homeless shelters. I was like, well, what else can I do to help out or anything? And I was like, okay, you can see how they live and really look into the eye. Because, they say you don't really know somebody's situation until you walk into their shoes. So I'm like, well, duh, you can do that by actually living how they live, see how they actually do. And that's where most people will get their compassion from, really. Like, they have to go through that shit in order to understand what other people go through. So I was like, well, why not? But since I'm in a better situation than most homeless people are, I still have a job, and then I end up getting a second job, and that's my selfish part kicked in, was like, well, you might as well stack up your money so that way you can actually help them and help yourself. like I said, everybody trying to find a better way out of this life. So of course I'm looking for a better way out too. For like when I finally have kids, I have boys, but they're my nephews. So most of the people that follow me know that my nephews are like my kids too. So me and my sister raising them together. So even with my boys, my other nieces and nephews, and my future kids, I want them to be able to have something to look forward to. And that's what most black people fail to realize. That's going to be another video. But I just feel like if I can get myself up there to where I want to be at, then my kids or even my nieces, them, if I can even make enough or get that successful enough to even help them out, they'll have better chances than we had, than my mom had. Or like me and my siblings and anybody in your family that's still down and they feel like they didn't get to where they wanted to be, they would be in a better situation to do that. Because everybody know sometimes it's about who you know. It ain't about what you know, but sometimes you got to work yourself and get there too. So I was like, cool. Decided to do that. So start standing on my car. First month I was just winging it so I could see what I was going to get. And then after a while I started, setting up a situation. I was like, okay, if I do this, this, and that. And I'll explain everything as more videos come, or like every little detail that I did. Of course, you can't fit that all in one video. So my next video, I'll explain like how I decided to set up, or after my first month, what I decided to do and the struggles I went through. Because that will show you too who fucking really truly fuck with you. And I ain't do this to be living off people and stuff like that, but it's like when you lose every fucking thing, even if you did it intentionally, motherfuckers fall all the way off. Like they don't need you no more. They start saying stuff that they really mean and they ain't never said it, or doing stuff they really wanted to do. They just really show you who they are and how they felt about you the whole time. And that's gonna be another video. It's gonna be plenty of videos, but as I'm talking about it, that junk made me want to talk about other stuff, because it really show you everything in life, and that's why I say it's gonna be a life journey. So next time I'll tell y'all guys about that. Until then, you guys have a good one. Try to, be more about you. Keep that shit going. Nobody's gonna fucking help you. Nobody's gonna do that shit like you would do that shit for you. So just remember that.